Okay, I'm never sure. I think the first couple of seconds get cut off, so I'm never sure if I should start immediately or wait a couple of seconds or wait how long or what. Which is a wonderful greeting and a wonderful beginning, too. Welcome to this week's selection. Thank you for turning in. Turning in. Thank you for tuning in. And what to say? Well, let's just get into it. I didn't write anything this week. I had a song picked out and I was learning it and I was kind of getting it. I thought about even trying to figure out if I could contact the actual band and see what the lyrics were to the song, because I couldn't find them written down anywhere and I couldn't totally understand what they were saying, and it was coming together, but it would have been a bit like last week's performance, or it would have been, yeah. And so I was fine with that. Honestly, I chose a different song this week, not because I wanted to do something instead of what I had planned, so much as just I was driving home from work and I was just thinking about how much I love this song, and just seemed like a good idea to do this song. This song, of course, being Ghost Riders in the Sky, which I learned from Wikipedia. The sort of official title is, what is it? It's in the title, but now I can't remember. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Ghost Riders in the Sky, a Cowboy Legend. Has anyone ever called it that? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of getting into the weeds. I'm going to take this off. I was only wearing that because I thought it looked cool. Looked like I was doing something professional, and I'm feeling like that would be I feel like I could be more convincing that I know what I'm doing if I look like I'm listening in on headphones and I have some keys. Having keys on you just gives you that air of professionalism. That's why I always wear keys on my belt loop. Oh yeah, there's a song. So this is a song that I feel like the first time I heard it is probably before I was old enough to even form memories. I think it was probably, I've been listening to the song since before I can remember. And I've always thought it was just so spooky and cool sounding, and the tone of the song goes perfectly with the notes that it uses, and when you're writing a story, especially like a ghost story, what goes unsaid is kind of the most important part. Like what makes it spooky is what you don't know at the end of the story. Both because if a story doesn't give you information, your imagination will often fill in the blanks. And if you do a story right, then your imagination is going to fill in the blanks with the spookiest thing that you can think of. And also just like not giving someone information adds to them being confused, which is a step in the direction of being afraid. And so this is just such a great ghost story, and it, I mean, I think one of the reasons I remember it so vividly growing up and listening to it is because it was so mysterious. And when I think about this song, I think the first time I really realized how much I loved it was when I heard the version performed by the Flying W Wranglers. How to describe that? So, my grandparents used to live in Colorado, and they used to, when we went to visit, we would go to the Flying W Ranch, which is kind of a tourist attraction type place where they feed you dinner, and then it's almost like, imagine if Dude Ranch had to have a Vegas lounge act. So it's very Western, you know, they play a lot of Western music, but it's done in a very, like, really, if you took like country Western cowboy stuff and then just put that into a Vegas lounge act, that's pretty much exactly what the Flying W Wranglers are about. And I just remember it being so much fun. I like when I went back to Colorado to see my grandparents again, they said, "What do you want to do?" And that was the first thing I said. And I think that was a kind of introduction for me for a lot of staples of Western music. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like specific examples of songs that I heard for the first time because of them. I had a good one. I'm totally blanking on it. This song also, I think, makes me think of my favorite rendition, which is probably Marty Robbins. Although I can't figure out when he, well, I didn't work really hard on trying to figure out when he recorded it. But I'm sure he did at some point. Or am I? Here's the thing. So, the Marty Robbins version, I'm pretty sure I got off of Napster or a similar music sharing service that was tenuously legal at the time when I was at an age where I was really excited about discovering new music. And I don't know. Those early websites had a really big issue with attributing songs to the wrong artist. Weird Al Yankovic talks a lot about how when Napster first came out, any humorous song or song parody was attributed to him. Why he talks a lot about that, I have no idea. It doesn't seem like it's that interesting a thing, but he does. So anyway, Marty Robbins probably covered this at some point, and I heard that cover of him or someone who was attributed to him. You get it. This version that I decided to learn was the version that is the Blues Brothers, and I was thinking, oh great, this could be an opportunity for me to talk about not just how much I love this song and how much I love Marty Robbins and how much I love the Flying W Wranglers, but also the Blues Brothers, because Blues Brothers is my favorite movie of all time. It's kind of tied with Umberto D, but also not really. Like, I've seen Umberto D once, and I've seen Blues Brothers like 7 times. Just I don't know what to say about it. It's fun, and I like how they sort of put together a real band that plays real music. Anyway, so I was like, oh, cool, the Blues Brothers version of the song. I'm going to enjoy that. And then I remembered, oh, yeah, the time when they did Ghost Riders in the Sky was for the sequel to Blues Brothers, that I feel like everyone, kind of said, oh, they're trying to make them Blues Brothers after John Belushi died. Well, maybe we'll rent it when it comes out on video. And then they did, and then they never rented it again. That was certainly my experience. Oh, man. I'm almost tempted to watch it again to see if it's as awful as I remember it being. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I am going to play the song, which, according to the tablature I'm using, is from Blues Brothers, the second movie. I guess I should get started on playing. That's really all I wanted to say. It's a cool song. Yeah. I'm surprised we know who wrote this song. It was originally written by someone named Stan Jones. And I don't know, I think that's neat that we know who wrote it, because it seems like one of those songs that, just has been around forever. But I feel like it's so dark that it would have been hard to imagine it being around and being something that people felt comfortable playing during the actual Old West, which it wasn't. It was like, what did it say? Let's look, and then we'll play. Okay, 1948. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna just play it. If you can't say the guitar neck, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever. And the cowboy went riding out one dark and moonlit day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing the ragged sky. Still Yippee-yi-yo, yo. In the sky. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. In the sky. Okay. That's it for this week. Drop my pick on the floor. Well, feel like this one was kind of a dud. I didn't mean for it to be. But at the same time, like, I didn't put a whole lot of effort in, so I guess it makes sense. It's seriously a cool song. I feel like I didn't do it justice. I don't know. I only learned how to play it like 2 days ago. Maybe I should have stuck with the original plan, but I didn't, and I ain't looking back now. I mean, I'm kind of looking back, but I'm going to stop now. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. Cameras are fun.